My parents kept a secret for 24 years that destroyed 2 lives. I'm 10 years old when my parents sit me down for the talk. My classmate had invited me to her birthday party at the arcade. First real party invitation ever. Mom starts crying before she even speaks. Your Chris goes everywhere you go, no exceptions. Chris is 8, has developmental disabilities, needs constant supervision. Dad adds, he's not disabled, he's differently abled. When we're gone, you're all he has. This is practice. I ask if just this once I can go alone. Mom's tears get worse. So you're ashamed of him? He didn't choose this. God gave him to us for a reason. You're his guardian angel. Fine. I bring Chris to the party. The arcade lights and sounds are too much. He screams, throws himself on floor, hits anyone who comes close. The party ends after 20 minutes. Birthday girl's mom drives us home early. My best friend says it's cool, don't worry about it, but I'm never invited anywhere again. Can't join soccer team because practice is when Chris has therapy. Can't do sleepovers because Chris can't be without our parents overnight. Family means nobody gets left behind, Mom says. If you can't include him, maybe you shouldn't go either. I'm 18 now. College acceptance letter arrives. Mom immediately asks if they have good programs for Chris. I pick local community college instead. Chris sits in back of every class, humming. When I'm 22, first job interview at a bank. Chris comes, starts screaming his lungs out. I don't get job. 25, my first date. Chris comes to dinner. He throws food because the texture feels wrong. My date leaves before the appetizer. By 28, I haven't been alone in 18 years. A coworker invites me to a wedding. RSVP for 2. Coworker calls back. Actually, we're keeping it small. One day the doctor mentions Chris seems stressed at checkup. Suggests a day program with professionals. Parents shut it down immediately. Strangers won't love him like family. Chris starts hitting himself when frustrated. Mom blames me. You're not being patient enough. My therapist friend pulls me aside at the grocery store. Says Chris shows signs of overstimulation. Might need professional structure. Parents over here. That therapist just wants our money. Stop being selfish. He only has you. I'm 34 when mom gets cancer diagnosis. 2 months later, dad has a massive heart attack from stress. I become caregiver for all 3. Mom grabs my hand from the hospital bed. Promise you'll never put your Chris in a home. Promise. I promise. Dad dies first. Mom 3 weeks after. Alone with Chris for the first time ever. He won't eat, won't shower. Hits me when I try to help. I try to call my aunt for help. She tells me, I have my own family. He's your responsibility now. Chris stops sleeping. Walks around house all night moaning. Neither of us have slept in 5 days. The neighbors call social services. Social worker visits and watches Chris for 5 minutes. Has he ever been evaluated for placement? Tell her parents said he didn't need that. He's showing clear signs of needing professional care. How long has he been hurting himself? I say years, but our parents said it was normal. She pulls up a tablet and plays some videos. There's a resident at the hospital doing art, another cooking, laughing with staff, having friends. Your Chris could have been in our program 20 years ago. He qualified. I can't breathe. They said strangers wouldn't love him. I tell her. The social worker looks at me like I'm the slow one. He needed structure and professionals. Your parents weren't helping him. They were keeping him dependent. I sign the papers for Chris's placement. Aunt shows up screaming. Your parents' bodies aren't even cold. You're spitting on their graves. I tell her. They were wrong. He needed help they couldn't give. Family meeting gets called. Cousins, aunts, uncles, all in mom's living room. Uncle stands up. Your parents sacrificed everything for him. I actually laugh. No, they sacrificed me for him, and him for their own guilt. Cousin tries next. At least try to keep him. I look at them all. He's not a dog. He's a human being. I tried for 24 years. I'm done. My first visit after Chris goes into the hospital goes well. Staff member mentions casually, he hasn't hit himself once since arrival. Chris made a friend, another resident who likes his same movie. He's the happiest I'd ever seen him. Now I'm taking my first vacation ever.